Welcome back to Finance Reminders. In episode 1, we uncovered why your paycheck seems to disappear so quickly: no budget, small daily habits, and emotional spending. In episode 2, we talked about the first real solution: tracking every single dollar. That step gave you awareness. It showed you where your money actually goes and revealed the hidden leaks draining your wallet. But now comes the next step, the one that transforms awareness into action: building your very first budget. And let me be clear, this isn't about restriction or living in fear. A budget is not punishment. A budget is freedom. It's your roadmap, the tool that finally tells your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. And the best part? You don't need something complicated to get started. Today, we're going to use one of the simplest and most effective methods for beginners, the 50/30/20 rule. This method has helped millions of people bring order to their finances without overwhelm, and by the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to apply it to your own life. So grab your notebook, grab your pen, and get ready, because today we're creating your very first budget, step by step. Alright, let's talk about why a budget really matters, and why it's more than just numbers on a page. Here's the truth: without a budget, your money controls you. You work hard, you earn your paycheck, but at the end of the month, it feels like your money just disappears into thin air. You wonder, where did it all go? That's because without a plan, every dollar slips away through small habits, impulsive spending, and hidden leaks that you don't even notice. A cup of coffee here, an extra subscription there, over time, it adds up, and suddenly your paycheck is gone before you even realize it. A budget changes that. And let me make this clear: a budget is not about saying no to everything you enjoy. It's about saying yes to the things that truly matter. It's the system that gives every dollar a job, so that your money works for you instead of against you. Think about it: money should serve you, not the other way around. Think of it like this. If you were building a house, you wouldn't just throw bricks randomly and hope for the best. You'd follow a blueprint. You'd plan where each wall, window, and door goes. Your budget is that blueprint for your financial life. It gives structure. It gives clarity. And most importantly, it gives you control. Suddenly, your money isn't just floating away, it has direction, purpose, and order. And here's something powerful: research shows that people who use a budget consistently save more money, pay off debt faster, and experience significantly less financial stress. Why? Because they're not guessing anymore. They know exactly what's coming in, what's going out, and where their priorities lie. This clarity alone is enough to reduce anxiety and make you feel confident about your choices. The budget turns chaos into order. Instead of constantly wondering where your money went, you can decide where it goes. Instead of hoping you'll save, you actively put money aside. Instead of feeling trapped in debt, you create a clear path to climb out, step by step. And the good news? Budgeting doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need to track every single receipt or become obsessed with numbers. That's why we're starting with the 50/30/20 rule, a simple, effective framework that makes budgeting clear, easy, and achievable. It's a method that works whether you make $2,000 or $20,000 a month. So when you hear the word budget, don't think restriction. Don't think, I can't buy this, I can't do that. Instead, think freedom. Think control. Think of it as the first real step toward financial peace and long-term success. Because the truth is, money doesn't create happiness, but how you manage it creates freedom. And freedom is where you can build the life you want, make choices without stress, and take control of your future. Alright, now let's break down the 50/30/20 rule, one of the simplest and most powerful ways to build your very first budget. Here's how it works. 50% of your income goes to needs, ***. These are the things you must pay for to live: housing, utilities, groceries, transportation, minimum debt payments. Think of them as the essentials that keep your life running. 30% goes to wants, ***. These are the extras that make life enjoyable: dining out, entertainment, hobbies, shopping, upgrading your phone, weekend trips. It's important to include them, because a good budget isn't just about survival, it's about balance. 20% goes to savings and debt repayment, asterisk asterisk this is the future bucket. Emergency fund, paying off credit cards faster, retirement, investments. This is the money that builds your security and freedom. Now, here's the reality, most people don't have these percentages balanced. Maybe your rent takes 60% of your paycheck, leaving almost nothing for savings. Or maybe small habits push your wants category way over the line. That's exactly why tracking your money, like we discussed in episode 2, is so important. It shows you the truth before you even set up your budget. And here's a powerful perspective, the 50-30-20 rule isn't about perfection, it's about direction. Even if you can't hit the exact numbers, just aiming for this structure will change how your money works. For example, maybe you start with 60-25-15. That's fine. Over time, as you make changes, like lowering bills, cutting leaks, or boosting income, you can move closer to 50-30-20. Quick exercise, on your paper, write down your monthly income at the top. Then divide it into 3 boxes. Needs equals 50%. Wants equals 30%. Savings debt equals 20%. Even if the math doesn't look perfect right now, you'll instantly see where you stand. And that awareness is powerful. Because once you know the gap, you know the next step. The truth is simple. A budget built on the 50-30-20 rule turns money into a tool. Instead of asking, where did my paycheck go, you start saying, here's where I want my paycheck to go. That shift, from confusion to control, is the beginning of financial freedom. Practical example of the 50-30-20 rule. Let's put this into action with real numbers. Imagine you make $3,000 per month after taxes. 50% for needs equals $1,500. This covers rent, groceries, utilities, gas, and minimum debt payments. For example, rent $1,000, groceries $350, gas $150. 30% for wants equals $900. This is your lifestyle money. Eating out, hobbies, subscriptions, fun, shopping. Let's say, $300 for dining out, $100 for subscriptions, $500 for shopping and entertainment. 20% for savings debt equals $600. This is your future money. Emergency fund, retirement, or paying off debt faster. For example, $300 into savings, $300 extra toward credit cards. Now, notice something important. If your needs already take more than 50%, let's say your rent is $1,400, don't panic. You just adjust. Maybe your split looks like 55/25/20 at first. That's fine. The goal is not perfection, it's direction. The key is, every single dollar has a job. Nothing disappears. Nothing is unaccounted for. And when you follow this, you go from feeling lost to feeling in control. Grab a piece of paper and a pen. Write down your monthly income after taxes. Now, divide it according to the 50-30-20 rule. 50% needs, list your essentials, rent, bills, groceries, transport, minimum debt. 30% wants, list fun things, dining out, hobbies, subscriptions, entertainment. 20% savings/debt, list your savings goals and extra debt payments. Once done, see if any category is over or under. Adjust slightly, but the goal is direction, not perfection. This simple exercise gives you clarity and control over your money. Thank you so much for following along with this episode and diving into the 50-30-20 budgeting challenge with me. Remember, taking control of your money is not just about numbers, it's about freedom, clarity, and becoming the person who sets their own rules instead of just following the crowd. By tracking your spending and assigning every dollar a job, you are already ahead of most people. You are becoming someone who creates opportunities, not just reacts to life. To help you stay on track, I've created a free downloadable wallpaper on Gumroad that will remind you daily of this budgeting challenge. Just click the link in the first comment and grab it. It's my way of cheering you on and keeping you motivated every day. If you found value in this episode, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more practical financial strategies. Your support allows me to keep creating content that empowers you and others like you. And most importantly, celebrate yourself. By being here, by taking action, by thinking about your future, you are already in the top fraction of people who take control of their lives. You're not ordinary, you're someone who is making things happen. So, grab your pen, write down your numbers, apply the 50-30-20 rule, and start feeling in control, confident, and unstoppable. Remember, your money is a tool, your actions are power, and your future is being built today.